Hello YouTube, welcome back to The Daily Life. I'm your host, star of The Daily Life, Tom Johnson. Now today is Wednesday, March 5th, in the year 2014. And before I start the show on weekend getaways, well actually no, this is relevant so I can start it. Weekend getaways. Now, weekend getaways are paid with money. This is how this segue goes. And yesterday I showed you our friend George Washington. Now, I realize that most of my viewers reside in the United States now, but I do not. And I'm going to show you our equivalent of George Washington. This is what this is what you call a dollar. Now there was a point, and I don't have it here, it's not in this apartment, but Canadians used to have a dollar. This is my educational bit for the day. We don't have these anymore. We got rid of them. Instead we have this. You know what? Forget weekend getaway. I'll do weekend getaways next week. I'm going to do this one on money, provided I haven't done a show on money. And if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to go back and see. I don't think I've done a show on money. So we'll do weekend getaways next week. I do change stuff on the fly. If you're a regular viewer of the Daily Life, you will know this. But anyway, I'll fix that later. Money. Weekend getaways will be Monday's show, because I have shows for tomorrow and Friday. So, again, we used to have this in this country. I don't know why we got rid of it, because I hate carrying around change. And now, in Canada, we have these. The weight differential between this and this is huge. You have 100 of these, probably weighs about the same as this. Now, why did we do this? Why did a seemingly sane country decide to get rid of this in favor of this? Well, this is the government's reasoning. You hear that crunchy sound, crisp sound of a new dollar bill? Doesn't last very long. Eventually it turns into this, a little less crisp. Then it turns into this. Now, if you can't see this, I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's not new, it's not crisp. It has a tear in it up here. Dollar bills do not last long. And that is one of the reasons why we, in this country, decided to get rid of them. But it makes you feel rich. I mean, if you have two, this is $3, okay? It makes you feel rich because you've got a lot of money, you got paper. The equivalent is this in my country. I'd rather go back to this. What was wrong with this? Who cares if they wear out fast? If they wear out fast, you get rid of them and you print off some more. How hard is that? Now, for Americans down in the United States, maybe you haven't seen our money up here. Maybe I have a clearer one. No, I don't. This is a loonie. It's called a loonie because I'm going to have to get in real close here. And that one's old, so you probably won't be able to see it. That one's a little newer. There is a picture, can you see that there? Of a loon. There's a picture of a loon. Now, we also have a $2 piece in Canada. Now that one looks really cool. It's bigger, a little bit bigger than the loonie. I don't know whether you'll be able to see the size comparison. They're almost the same, but this one's a little bigger. It has gold in the middle and silver on the outside as opposed to the loonie, which is all gold. It has a picture, oh geez, they have all these old coins, I don't know. I'm getting close enough so you can see the polar bear. That is what's on our $2 piece. Now on the back of our $2 piece, we have a picture of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. who many people are surprised to find out is the head of state of Canada. Why we have a British monarch as our head of state, I don't know. There's the Queen on the back of the loonie, in case you were curious. We don't have an equivalent of that in the United States. You have this guy. This George Washington. You have presidents as your head of state. We have old British ladies who are fond of dogs on our money. Anyway, just thought I'd show that. Now, here's another interesting tidbit. I'll have to find one. You'll excuse me. In Canada, we did something that the United States has not done. We actually got rid of a thing. I got some more money here to show you. It would take me a while to find an American one. I'm sure I have them down there, but this is a copper penny. These are pennies that I have. I just grabbed 3 of them here. They are almost worthless. I could take these pennies and throw them out my window and nobody would care. A penny is worth... The value of this is less than if I melted it down and sold it for its raw parts. That is not supposed to happen. It costs about the same amount of money to make $1 as it does to make a penny. It costs, for that matter, as much as it does... I mean, that's just a piece of paper. I wonder if I can... Now, another cool thing... I don't have any. I don't think I have any. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have any Canadian currency. That's odd. I'll get to the bank. But Canadian currency is now plastic. We don't even have paper money anymore. It looks like this, but it's plastic money. Another thing I always laugh about. I mean, I love Canada. Don't get me wrong, but our money looks like Monopoly money. It really does. It's weird. It's colored. We have like different colors for every bill, where you guys just have green. I don't know why we do that. Like, Canada does a lot of things right, but I don't know why we do that. It doesn't make sense to me. You know? It just doesn't. Never has. So, anyway, we got rid of the penny. Americans, you still have it. I don't really want to get into a discussion about why we did that. We just were spending a lot of money on making pennies that nobody was using. And so we thought, hey, let's not do that anymore. Okay, right. Now, I've got a few more seconds left. Of course, there are other denominations. This is a quarter. That's a dime. That's a nickel. Now, we call these, I don't know why we call them that, but nickel is worth 5 cents. Dime is worth 10 cents. Quarter is worth 25 cents. Penny, which I just showed you, is worth 1 cent. And in the United States, that's all it is. It stops there. You go up to your dollar bill. In Canada, you have the famous loonie and toonie. That's how money works, pretty much. So, the next time you find yourself not knowing the difference between a Canadian dollar and an American dollar, you tell your friend, hey, I got a great idea. You should watch Daily Life with Tom Johnson. He'll set you straight. He'll teach you what's going on. He will inform you. He will enlighten you. He will entertain you for 10 minutes every day. And that's all I had to say for this show. I hope you have enjoyed it. Tomorrow's show is on the beach. Actually, I think I've done the beach. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. So I made you weekend getaways tomorrow. So stay tuned for either the beach or weekend getaways on Daily Life. Tell your friends, watch every day, we have fun.